Hi there, I'm John Weber with TechNexion in the US, and here I'm going to talk to you today about another SOM form factor we have coming out called Flex. And here it is. So Flex is an SO-DIMM form factor SOM. This is FLEX-IMX8M-Mini. And so on this SOM we have NXP's IMX8M-Mini processor, quad-core A53 up to 1.8 gigahertz. Very cool, very power efficient product. On Flex we have everything related to the processor subsystem. So we have the LPDDR4 memory up to 4 gigabytes. We have power management. We have our Pixie 9377 wireless, which is 1x1 802.11ac plus Bluetooth 5, fully certified in the US, Canada, Japan, Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. We have a little JTAG connector here. You can solder for JTAG interfaces to the M4 core within that. So if we're doing JTAG debugging of the Cortex M4. On the back side, we have our Kingston eMMC, and then we also have a Gigabit Ethernet PHY. This is an SO-DIMM form factor SOM. What's special about this is, SO-DIMM connectors are inexpensive, and they're also essentially one connector. It's a lot more less complicated to integrate onto a baseboard or to design onto a baseboard. If you can handle a slightly bigger size for your application, this might be a very good solution for you. And I say slightly bigger because we have Pico modules which are much smaller than this, and we have an additional product that's much smaller. This is our baseboard that we're using to evaluate Flex, called Flex Pi. Again, Raspberry Pi form factor baseboard, but we pack it full of different features. Let me just kind of take you through that. So here you can see the Flex module, and we have it covered with a heat sink that we developed for Flex. And then you can see that the interfaces for the antenna for the Pixie module come out here. And then we have a camera connector right here for the FPC cable for our cameras. On the top side of the board, I'm going to call this the top side of the board, we have our Raspberry Pi expansion connector, we have our voice hack connector, and then we have MIPI DSI and touchscreen connector right here. We have our USB connection for type A USB. We have Ethernet jack. We have HDMI connector, we have micro USB connector, and what's here is we use a little serial to USB chip so that you don't have to put a serial to USB converter of your own. So we make that debugging a lot easier for serial console. And then we have Type-C USB, which is useful for loading the product as well, loading the eMMC on the product as well as powering the board. And then we have our click slot as well. And the click slot's there for connecting sensors of various types as well as wireless radios and things like that. So this is Flex Pi, used to evaluate and work with our Flex SOM. My name is John Weber. I'm with TechNexion in the US, and thanks for spending a couple minutes with me learning a little bit more about Flex.